The opposition parties have been carrying out continuous strike blockade programs to unilaterally demand the resignation of the ruling Awami League government. The 60 opposition political parties of the country are continuing this movement, demanding the resignation of the current government and free, fair, and impartial elections under a non-partisan neutral caretaker government. There is an extreme fear of arrest among opposition leaders and activists, including BNP Jamit, based on this movement program, not having to stay at home to avoid police arrest. They have to leave home before evening. Sleepless nights are spent in gardens, trawlers, or paddy fields. And even if they are at home during the day, they and their families spend every second in fear and panic. There are also cases of running away without living with the new wife to avoid police arrest. There have even been incidents like arresting the family members of the BNP leaders and activists, murdering the younger brother without finding the elder brother, beating the old father to death without finding the son, and arresting his family members.
According to BNP, a total of 79,778 opposition leaders and activists have been accused in 898 new cases across the country since July 28. 21,841 BNP activists have been arrested. In total 32 cases, 9 leaders and activists of BNP have been sentenced to death and more than 579 leaders and activists have been sentenced to imprisonment for various terms. At the same time, a journalist and 19 BNP activists were killed in a clash with the police and government party leaders. More than 8,554 activists were injured. Millions of activists without homes. Apart from this, more than 505 new cases have been filed since 4 to 5 days before the BNP convention on October 28 till yesterday. A total of more than 18,860 activists have been arrested. More than 4,973 activists were injured, 27,100 leaders and activists have been accused in 236 new cases since the announcement of the schedule of the 12th National Assembly elections on November 15. More than 6,845 activists have been arrested. More than 917 people were injured. 7 people died. More than 230 leaders and activists of BNP and its affiliated organizations have been arrested in the last 24 hours. There have been 10 new cases. 985 people have been accused in these cases. 50 people were injured in the attack by the government party leaders. 1 person died in these incidents. In this direction, 262 new cases have been registered against Jamaat-e-Islami leaders and activists across the country since October 28. 2,857 people have been arrested. A total of 550 people were injured, including those injured in police firing and ambush. 3 people were killed in the secret attack. Among them 2 in Rajshahi and 1 in Rangpur. Apart from this, numerous leaders and activists of other opposition parties in the anti-government movement are being attacked and arrested.
BNP Senior Joint Secretary General Advocate Ruhul Kabir Rizvi said that the government has established another Bakshal like the Bakshal of 72 to 75. As in 1972 to 1975, opposition leaders and activists were not found and their family members were taken away, so it is happening today. As in 1972 to 1975 people had to leave their homes and sleep in the forests, the same is happening today. So I will say that the people of this country will ensure the downfall of this government through mass explosion. Kushtia District BNP leader acting General Secretary Engineer Zakir Hossain Sarkar said that none of the leaders and workers in my area can sleep at night due to the fear of police and Awami terrorists. BNP leaders and activists spend sleepless nights in trawlers in the river or in paddy fields. This kind of incident happened in today's world. In the presence of the police, Awami League leaders and activists attacked the houses of various leaders and activists in Kushtia, including his house. Local leaders and activists are now spending the night in fields and gardens in fear.